In the heat of the night, the engines roar. Sim Shack TV, giving you more. Lights on the track as the tension builds. Racing through the pixels, adrenaline spills. Grab your gear, get ready to ride. Slipstreams rolling, feel that pride. From the first lap to the last cross line. Sim Shack's got the action, every pulse divine. Racing with Sim Shack, hear the crowd cheer. Live from the fast lane, let's shift into gear. Feel the torque, let the throttle free. Every corner we own, just you and me. Sim Shack TV, ignite the spark. In this world of racing, we leave our mark. From the Nürburgring, Bathurst climb, racing legends born, transcending time. Streaming live battles where the racers unite. Every drift and every turn, every high-speed fight. Watch the pros glow as they chase the fame. Sim Shack's the name, remember the game. With every pit stop and brake lock squeeze, the thrill of the race sends us to our knees. Racing with Sim Shack, hear the crowd cheer. Live from the fast lane, let's shift into gear. Feel the torque, let the throttle free. Every corner we own, just you and me. Sim Shack TV, ignite the spark. In this world of racing, we leave our mark.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sim Shack TV for our final round of the Summer Series, coming to you tonight from the Adelaide Street Circuit. The boys are just now doing some qualifying at the moment, so while they're getting that out of the way, let's have a quick look at our championship points. As Zenith Gaming joins us again tonight. Good to have you back on the chat. Joined us Monday night as well. So as we have a look at the championship standings, Jack Boyd, who may or may not be racing tonight, so I've been told by Little Birdie, currently leads by 38 points from Ben Faulkner. So Ben's got it all to play for tonight. Henry is 55 points further back, but of course if Jack doesn't race tonight, this will all change. Loshi is 88 points behind the leader, and then Glenn Boyd in fifth is just over 100 points behind. Ben Singer currently sixth, and then it's Sean Doyle, Steve Barker, Dean Logsdale, and Moz Moroz rounding out our top 10. It's been a pretty well run series to date, so hoping our final round tonight from Adelaide continues that trend, although Adelaide is a very difficult track. The walls come up quickly and it's very easy to come unstuck. I've just been watching some of the boys in practice, and it'll be an interesting night of racing, that's for sure. So, we might jump down on track and pick up on this is Moz, currently out qualifying at the moment. Bring up our timing tower so you can see where everybody sits, and currently it's Sean Doyle at the top of the timing tower. Zenith Gaming will be happy. Sean's on top. Slightest of margins back to Henry Fenson. Oz is currently up in third. Loshi's in fourth. Haven't seen Ben out there yet. Ben Faulkner, that is. Ben Singer now jumps up into second. The boys are yet to set times. So here's a fairly small field tonight for our final round. Looks like we're going to have around about 17, maybe 18 cars. Moz has decided that he wasn't going to improve on that time, as Ben Faulkner is now out on track. He has gone to the top. Sean down to second currently. Ben Singh is still in that third spot. Henry fourth. Moz in fifth, and Loshi in sixth. Glenn Boyd in seventh. Steve Barker in eighth. Scotty Harvey up in ninth, and Darren Linus rounds out your top 10. Ben is done. What else have we got? This is Brett Hadfield. Adelaide is a very unique track, that's for sure. It's a great track to both spectate and race on, but it is fairly unique. This is Darren Linus. Darren's still out there. It's less than 30 seconds of qualifying. Heads to the pits just as the clock ticks over. All right, let's see if we can get a grid up.
Right, welcome everyone to the last round of the...
So it's going to be Sean and Ben, teammates, off of the front row.
We've got 2 9-lappers tonight, followed by an 18-lapper.
Then it's going to be, Moz and Glenn will be off of row 3. So I'm just making a few adjustments. Row 4 will be Steve Barker and Wayne Losh. Row 5, Darren Linus and Scott Harvey. Row 6, Steve Daniels Jr. and Brett Hadfield. Row 7, Rob McGrath, Campbell Hutton. Row 8, Shannon Curry and David Logsdale. Row 9, Jack Boyd and Andy Phillips, who I don't think Jack is here. I'm not sure about Andy at this stage, so we'll see how we go. They're all pretty much gridded up. Just got to wait for the lights. One last car. As Donna joins us on the chat now. Wishing Sean all the best. Sean's off the front row, Donna, so he's definitely in in a good spot. Everyone maybe gridded up now. Lights are on. Should be underway very shortly.
Green, green, green.
It's a pretty even start from the front row. So everyone manages to get away. So they head down to centre chicane for the first time. It is Ben Faulkner that leads from Sean. Ben Singer in third position. Already Henry was under a little bit of pressure from Moz. Got to get the move done. Fairly sedate opening lap. Lead nearly out to a second now as Sean comes under a little bit of a attack from Ben Singer. The lead is now over a second as they come through to complete the first lap. Henry now trying to get a move through on Ben Singer. Jump on board with Ben. Ben Faulkner sets the fastest lap. So Henry looks to get that move done. He may have managed to, he has managed to get through on Ben Singer now. Grabs that third spot. Ben's now being molested by Moz. So we say good evening to Big G, who joins us also on the chat. Good to have you on board, G, as usual. Moz going to try and make the move down into turn 9. Thinks about it. Oh, just gives Ben a slight tap. Oh, who's that? Is that that's Sean. What's happened to Sean? Sean has dropped way down in the field, down to 8. Not sure if he's got any damage. Doesn't look like he's got any damage. May have just had a bit of a lose. It's certainly open the door for Henry and Ben Singer. Sean's got a bit of work to do now to make his way back up through the field. Let's go back and see if we can see what happened to Sean. Sean has looped it all on his own. Just a little bit too much curb. So we go back live. Looks like Brett Hetfield has also come undone. What's happened to Brett? Oh, he's just clipped the wall, heading onto the back straight. It's fired him across into the other wall. Hopefully not too much damage and he can continue on. So, watch this battle unfold with Moz and Ben Singer. Meanwhile, Glenn Boyd's coming under a little bit of pressure from Steve Barker. Loshy still in that 7th spot, but I think he's about to... I think Sean may have got past. Sean's making his way back towards the front fairly quickly. To 7th spot now. We'll see you shortly, Zenith Gaming. Make sure you get those dishes done. I have to do mine early on a Wednesday and a Monday night. Otherwise, I'm like you, I'm not allowed to play. So it's all taken care of. Oh, contact there between Boydie and Ben Singer. Sure, look, Ben was offline slightly. So that's Moz got the move done. Ben was caught out a little bit by the overtake from Moz and then got clipped by Boydie on the way through. Sean now back up to 5th. Meanwhile, Ben Faulkner has checked out. He's 3.5 seconds up the road now to Henry. Moz now up into that 3rd spot, another 3.3 seconds further back. Moz is busy towing. Steve Barker, Sean, Glenn and Loshy around. Don't tell anyone, Donna, but I think if Sean can get himself up one more spot before the checkered flag, he'll be back on the front row for race 2 with the grid inversion. I didn't tell you that, but I'm pretty sure that it's the top 4 that are inverted, so he needs to pick up one more spot, meaning he needs to get through on Steve Barker. So we're on lap 5 of 9, about to cross the stripe to commence lap 6. Which our leaders have now done. Sean's looking to try and get the move done. Steve has gone defensive. Sean will get it done. And does. So, yeah, Sean is definitely on a mission. Seems to like this track. I think Steve's quite done yet. Steve menacing all over the back of him. They make their way through that treacherous turn 8. I think Sean has gone a little bit defensive. Covers off. Nothing wrong with that. It's a little bit of red mist. Certainly helps some drivers. Not sure he can make up the 1.1 seconds, get himself back on the podium, but as I said, the position he finds himself in now is not a bad spot. for race 2. Oh, as Moz scrapes the wall there, I think. Sean's certainly giving it a crack. He's made up a couple of tenths already on Moz. Across the stripe. It's lap 8, 2 laps to go. So the racing's been pretty clean so far. As I said, Adelaide can be a bit of a treacherous place to race. The boys have done a great job so far. Go and find our leader who built that lead out over 5.5 seconds. So I'm guessing Ben's probably backed off a little bit now and just making sure that he keeps the incident points to an absolute minimum so he doesn't lose too many points. White flag comes out, and Ben actually sets the fastest lap on lap 8, so throws that theory out the window of backing off and taking it easy. Henry in second. Battle for third is still going on. Sean is now only a couple of tenths behind Moz, so he's made up all that ground. He's brought Steve Barker and Glenn Boyd along with him. See him there in the background as Moz goes defensive. Be Ben Faulkner to greet the checkered flag in race 1. Nearly 7 seconds back to Henry. Second, looks like Moz will just hang on for that third spot. Sean home in fourth. Then it's Steve Barker, Glenn Boyd, Loshi. Right, we're straight into race 2. Boys will be gridding up very shortly. guessing that it may in fact be top 4 that will be inverted, but we could be wrong.
Nah, you're right, man. I'm about a second off the pace tonight on this track, so you're good.
All right, we're about to grid up, so let's have a quick look at the grid while we've got an opportunity.
All right, everyone, same number of laps for this race, but we all must complete a compulsory drive through.
So it will be Moz and Sean off of the front. Then it will be Ben Faulkner and Henry Fenson, followed by Steve Barker and Glenn Boyd. Steve Daniels and Wayne Losh on row 4. Row 5 is Scott Harvey, Darren Linus. Then it's Rob McGrath, Shannon Curry, followed by David Logsdale and Brett Hadfield. Ben Singer, Campbell Hutton. And I don't think either Jack or Andy is on the grid for this race. Just wait for the lights to come on. Which are on now, about to get underway.
Green, green, green.
Oh, looks like Sean lit them up a little bit. That's given Moz a slight jump. As they head down into the centre chicane, be Sean on the inside. So Moz gives him a bit of room. It's Ben Faulkner also looking to try and get a move done early. Then Moz goes defensive. Spend some room, which will set Ben up for this next corner. Henry also gets through. So your top 3 is Sean, Ben, Faulkner, Henry, then Moz, then Steve Barker, Glenn Boyd, Loshy, Steve Daniels, Scott Harvey, and Darren Linus are your top 10 at this stage, the opening lap. Say hi to Scary, joins us on the Scary 79 joins us on the chat as well. Another very strong Sean supporter. It's Ben Faulkner gets the move done down the inside into turn 9. Grabs the lead. Looks like Henry's taken full advantage of that and also managed to slot past Sean. So a bit of swapping and changing at the front on this opening lap. Right on board with Sean. Through the centre chicane. So that was a mouthful of marbles. Sean's got a run on Henry, but Henry is taking that defensive line. It's a shallow line, but manages to just hold on to it. It's further back in the pack. It looks like Scott Harvey's had riding on board with Scott. Oh, he's just overshot the braking marker. Down at CBC corner. So 2 leaders now have broken away a little bit from Sean. About 1.5 seconds just over. As Henry is looking to try and get through on, and does get through on Ben this time around. I think Ben will fight back. Got the inside running for the next corner, which he does. Meanwhile, the Mosquito, Moz, has also crashed. As Ben dives into the pits, Henry stays out, Sean's into the pits. It's just a mandatory drive through, they don't have to stop. As we go back and have a look and see what happened to Moz. This was there on the outside. Oh, he's got too much curb. Bit of a tank slapper. And he's reversed it into the wall. Meanwhile, Henry now out in front by about 1.8 seconds over Steve Barker. Glenn Boyd up into third. As we saw our two of our front runners, Sean and Ben Faulkner, head through the pits. Ben Faulkner has actually been through the pits. We ignore the timing tower that tells us he hasn't. For some reason it hasn't triggered the overlay, but I can confirm that he has been through the pits as Rob McGrath joins our list of victims at the Adelaide circuit. What's happening, Rob? The car looks awfully damaged already. I think, he may have got some damage through this chicane section as Henry sets the fastest lap on lap 4. Henry is definitely trying to gain an advantage. He's got some clear track as Steve Daniels. Oh, another tank slap. Or was that Loshi? That might have been Loshi that... I reckon that was Loshi that disappeared. It was. So Steve has just pulled up, I think, in sympathy, but it's definitely Loshi that... Did he get a tap? He may have got a... He's done a good job of reverse parking, but I'm not sure that you're allowed to actually park there. As Henry now has a lead of around about 2 seconds over Steve Barker. Nearly 3 seconds back to Glenn Boyd in that third spot. Darren Linus has moved up to that fourth. Shannon Curry up 7 spots to fifth at this stage. As Henry comes through to complete that 4, it's lap 5. Steve Barker likewise. Looks like Glenn Boyd has chosen to go through the pits this time around. So Ben Faulkner now sets the fastest lap. 31.177. Get down to a race in 2 between Henry and Ben Faulkner. So Henry has completed his pit stop. Henry go into the pits this time around, or will he try and keep building? No, he's going to go for another lap. Linus now into the pits, as is Steve Barker. Boydie comes through. Moz directly behind him, but I don't believe Moz has actually done his drive through the pits yet. That earlier bingle. Ben Faulkner is now up into second. And just looking at the interval, I'm guessing he should be quite a distance in front of Henry once Henry does do his pit drive through. Henry is now into the pits, so pick up on Ben. It's Ben Faulkner. So Henry comes out of the pits, as I suspected. Ben has quite a comfortable lead of nearly 3 seconds now. Lap 7 of 9. Dawn's just under 5 seconds further back in third at this stage. Then it's Ben Singer. Steve Barker putting a bit of pressure on Ben Singer. Darren Linus, Glenn Boyd, Moz not far behind at this stage. Thought about a move there. Decided against it. Still holds down that fifth spot. Right on board the front splitter of Steve Barker's Toyota 86. Through the centre chicane on lap 8. Oh, you can hear the nuts and bolts rattle there. That rather large curb to the back straight. Head down to turn 8. And some hard braking for turn 9. Oh, as Boydie sneaks through and Steve tries to take that back. So yeah. Oh, Boydie's hit the wall hard. You can see the damage on his car. Wonder if that does cost him. You see the right guard of Boydie's car is quite a bit twisted now. So we're on the final lap. I think Bordy is suffering quite a bit with that damage. He's now got Darren, Linus and Moz all over the back of him. We'll soon. Oh! So Bordy moves out of the way. I think he's lost some top end speed and maybe a bit of steering damage as well. He's going to limp that home. But, meanwhile, back at the front, Ben Faulkner is about to cruise to victory number 2. So it's 2 from 2 so far. Takes the checkered flag. Will be Henry home in second. Sean, good solid drive. Gets home in that third spot. And Ben Singer and Steve Barker still going hard at it. But it will be Ben that grabs the spot. Moz home in 6th, then Glenn Boyd limps home with that damage in 7th, then Sean Curry, Brett Hatfield, Campbell Hutton, Loshy, after that early excursion, gets home in 11th, and then I don't know what happened to Darren Linus. He was in there battling away towards the end, but so might just quickly be able to get back and have a quick look and see what happened to Darren. On the last lap. Oh, just too much curb. And just fired him to the inside wall. So self-inflicted pain there for Darren. All right, that's race 2 in the book. Race 3 will be up very shortly, which will be the feature, 18 laps. So in the meantime, the boys are having a quick 5-minute break. So we'll do likewise and be back very shortly. welcome back. Race 3 is not far away. Hopefully we'll be able to get a grid up very shortly. So, Sean's done really well, Donna, and I've got a sneaking suspicion he may be starting off the front row again with that third position. Should put him, if my calculations are correct, he should be starting out of position 2. So he certainly, so as we try and bring up our grid, and it will be Sean out of position 2. Ben Singer will have the pole. Then it will be Henry and Ben Faulkner, followed by Steve Barker and Moz. And Glenn Boyd, Shannon Curry, Brett Hadfield, Campbell Hutton, Darren Linus and Loshi. And then David Logsdale, Steve Daniels Jr., followed by Scott Harvey and Rob McGrath. And the last two will be joining the grid. So I think everyone is pretty much gridded up now. The lights are on.
Green flag, green flag.
So Ben got a good jump away. Sean bogged it down just ever so slightly. Will that give Ben the run into turn one, through the chicane? Looks like it has, but I'm sure Sean will be looking to get that back fairly quickly. As they go 5 wide, this is never good. It's like everyone's decided the last race of the series. It's every man for himself. They managed to squeeze through there. Ben Faulkner, meanwhile, has jumped to the lead. Sean is a bit of a cork in the bottle at the moment. I think Henry will be keen to get past Sean if he can. As, in the background, Moz looks to put a move on Steve Barker before hopefully they get to turn 8. Looks like they're going to go side by side through turn 8. And they, oh no, we've got a big crash in the background. I thought that might have been the case. That's Steve Barker. So what's happened to Steve? He's gone. Oh, Moz has given him a tap. Turn 8, side by side, has ended in disaster. It's up the front. Ben has already built that lead out to nearly 1.5 seconds over Sean. Henry sits in that 3rd spot. And it's Ben Singer. Glenn Boyd up to 5th, up 2 spots. Brett Hadfield up 3 now into 6th. I think a few of the other boys got caught out a little bit. They've all headed to the pits to get some damage fixed while doing their mandatory 4 tyre change. To put a bit of pressure on Sean. Jump on board with Henry. complete lap 2. 2 of 18. It's a longer feature race. He's just dropped ever so slightly off the back of Sean through the last part of that lap. This is the section of track that Henry seems to gain. Then Sean manages to pull away on the last part of the lap. Jump on board with Darren Linus as he puts a little bit of pressure now on Brett Hadfield. Down to turn 9. Close enough to get a move done this time around. Well, Brett just caught a bit too much of that curb. It's compromised his exit. It's very difficult to get a move done on this part of the track. Darren's trying to persuade Brett that maybe he should do his pit stop this time around, but Brett says no, not having any of that. Darren pulls alongside, heading into the centre chicane. It's like still hasn't managed to get that move done. They actually lost ground on Brett. It's over a second behind now. Back up the front, Henry is still pressing the back of Sean, but hasn't managed to get the overtake done. So you're on lap 5 with Sean just ever so slightly kisses the wall. So Woody putting Ben Singer under a bit of pressure, a bit further back. Woody has actually got through on Ben. I would say down at turn 9. In the meantime, sets the fastest lap of the race so far on lap 5. case of getting their pit stops out of the way early. Pick up on David Logsdale, just completed his pit stop. About to be, oh, just as I say that, Glenn disappears and comes back. David does the right thing, pulls out of the way. Good to have David back with us. Raced with us previously in Mazdas and I think the GT4s from memory. Dino Logsdale flicks a message up on the chat. Gutted that he missed tonight's round. Adelaide is certainly a favourite on iRacing since it was released in the last update, last season update. David's doing a very solid job tonight, Dino. He's doing well. A couple of clean races, so thanks, Dino. Looks like Loshi is the first guys that have actually pitted. He certainly is. He's doing better than me, Dino, that's for sure. He's far more consistent than what I am. That's why I'm sitting in the box now. Up on the battle between Rob McGrath and Campbell Hutton, currently battling it out for that 9th and 10th spot as Campbell actually pulled aside to let Rob through. I'm not sure what that was all about. It's very generous unless Campbell had a slowdown or something. Meanwhile, at the front, that lead now for Ben Faulkner is over 4.5 seconds. Our leading pack has actually split quite a bit on lap 8. This is the battle with Darren Linus, Shannon Curry. That's actually Brett Hadfield. Just as a couple of the boys duck into the pits, Shannon being one of them, while Brett stays out there. Moves Brett up into 3rd spot at this stage. As looks like our leader has gone into the pits, as has Sean, leaving Henry in the lead. Well, Moz has done his pit stop and he's in a battle with Loshi. Scott Harvey tucked in behind him. see from the timing tower a few boys. So Henry, Glenn, Brett, and Rob McGrath are the only boys that haven't done their stops at the stage. Wonder if Moz is game enough to try and take 2 of an overtake at turn 8. Guessing that would be a no. He may look down the inside at turn 9. Thinks better of it. Scotty Harvey is now well and truly onto the back of this battle, so you haven't missed a lot. Zenith Gaming, Sean grabbed the podium in race 2. He started on the front row again for this race and is looking fairly good. He's done his pit stop. He's back out on track. As Moz gives Loshi a bit of a hurry up. There's a bit of dust up ahead. Oh, Sean Doyle. Telling us that Sean's had a crash somewhere. What's happened to Sean? You've put the jinx on him. Zenith. Oh, he's looped it all on his own. Oh, and that's a big hit with the wall. Wonder if that's caused any serious. He's desperate to try and get it going. I reckon that's cooked. He's certainly going to lose a bit of power out of that one. Where is he? He's just ahead of these boys on track. So it'll be interesting to see whether Loshi can actually close that 1.8 seconds. Yeah, I won't tell Sean that you put the mockers on him. We usually blame that on Donna, so we don't say anything. I'm sure Sean will blame Donna for it, so you might be safe. So he has managed to pull it back about 2.5 tenths on Sean. I've got no doubt that hit would have slowed Sean down, as we saw with Boydie in the previous race. The damage model on these cars is fairly fickle, and a hit like that will slow you down. Oh no, we've got Scott Harvey and Brett Hadfield both crashed. What's happened to these boys? Scott's just run it wide and looped it. Oh, he's stuck in the middle of the track. Oh no! There's really nowhere for Brett to go. Well, it's all sort of starting to gap is definitely coming down, but whether Loshi can bridge that, what is it, 1.4 at the moment, 1.7. So Sean has actually managed to stabilise that gap. Henry is 42 seconds up the road, and it's telling us that pit lane time is just over a minute, so thinking that Ben is in a fairly comfortable position. Ben Singer's doing well in that 3rd spot. That'll be very close between Ben and Henry when Henry does do his pit stop. Glenn Boyd is trying to bridge that gap to Ben Singer. As Henry stays out once more. 6 laps to go. Sean also starting to move up onto the back of Glenn as well. This could be a bit of a battle for the final podium position as Henry is now into the pits. That should hand the lead to Ben Faulkner. Ben Faulkner now into the lead. Let's see where Henry is back out on track. So this will be the official battle for third place between Ben Singer, Glenn Boyd. Oh, it's, that was Loshi that got a. Actually copped a slowdown for that one. He was a little bit wide of the mark. So Moz has actually got through on Loshi now. Slowdown may have cost Loshi some time. So Ben Faulkner has 11.5 second lead over Henry. Ben Singer is nearly 3 seconds further back, but has Glenn Boyd and Sean Doyle well and truly locked in the battle for that third spot. Board with Sean. See how this battle unfolds. So, boy, just rubbed the wall there. Oh, he dives to the inside. Oh, Glenn saw him coming. Close that door fairly quickly. It's up on our leader, who is it all fairly easily at this stage. It's about to come around and complete lap 15, commence lap 16. Where's Henry gone? We lost Henry. Alright, there's Henry. Apologies for that. Must have blinked on a technical issue just as we went looking for him. It's Sean seems determined to try and get through. Oh, and there's contact. Sean has gone around. But, I think Bordy has survived. Let's have a look and see what's happened. So Sean's gone up the inside. And Glenn's just trying to make the apex. There's quite enough room. And David Logsdale does a good job there of pulling up, avoiding contact. Well, Ben Singer has made up some massive ground on Henry. Okay, I wonder if Henry is just driving conservative. Sean has recovered. He's back up into 7th. Oh, that looks like Moss. Not sure what Moss did there, but we'll go back and see if we can see what happened to Moss. Oh, he's hit the wall and looped it. Never a dull moment with Moz. Sean and Moz are now battling it out. Moz tries to go around the outside. White flag is out for the final lap. Moz did stick the landing, that's correct, Zenith. He did the full 360. So looks like Ben is going to cruise to victory and make it 3 from 3. Hasn't really been challenged much at all tonight, Ben, so thoroughly deserves the triple victory. And although it won't be official until we've done all the scoring, I would guess this is probably enough to hand Ben Faulkner the championship as well. So well done on that effort. Makes his way around the final corner. Checkered flag is out to greet him. So he does make it 3 from 3. Henry will hold on for that second spot. Ben will be home in 3rd. Ben Singer, of course. Glenn Boyd 4th. Toshi gets home in 5th after a very consistent drive, up 6 spots. Followed by Moz, who had a very adventurous race, as usual. Sean Doyle gets home in 7th. And Darren Linus, Steve Barker and Rob McGrath are home in 10th. We'll get some official results up in a minute. Okay. So it was Ben Faulkner from Henry Fenson, Ben Singer home in third, then Glenn Boyd, Wayne Losh home in fifth, Moz Moroz, Sean Doyle, Darren Linus, Steve Barker, Rob McGrath as we flick it over the page. Shannon Curry, Scott Harvey, Brett Hadfield, Steve Daniels, David Logsdale, Campbell Hutton, and that was the last of our 16 runners for the feature race. So
Do you want to drag Ben Singer in here?
can do. Do you want me to drag?
I still can't drag him across.
Glenn has disappeared.
Yeah, Boydie said goodnight, so I don't think he's coming in.
Okay.
And neither Ben or Fenson have jumped into the lobby to be brought across yet, so we'll
That's
keep
all
an
right.
eye on that for you.
We'll have a chat to Ben Singer.
Is Glenn a bit salty? Is that why he's not here?
No.
I was in his Discord, mate, and I can assure you definitely not.
No, it was a great race. I had an awesome battle with him. I can't believe I kept him behind me, to be honest.
It's always a good feeling when you can keep Glenn out.
Oh, we have got drag Ben Faulkner in.
There
So
we go.
Ben Singer, that was an interesting night. You sort of you're always thereabouts, but just I don't know. You just need to get Lady Luck a little bit more excited at times.
Yeah, I think that first race, it was just a bit of a mess. I'll blame Moz for it because he's here. You know, he sent it in there and left me nowhere to go, but that's fine. It's fine. But yeah, just
Crickets.
yeah.
That's a given with Moz. We just take it for granted that whenever there's an incident and Moz is involved, we just automatically, yeah, it's Moz. It's the Moz factor.
I'm just joking with you. I think it was just one of those things. It wasn't anyone's fault. I just came out on the wrong end of it.
It was my fault. I felt it was my fault. I don't know who I killed. I think it was Barker. So apologies to that.
Oh, in turn 8.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Glenn was telling me, close, we're close. I wasn't listening.
Yeah, I actually even think he said you should get out of that, and then next minute.
Yeah, it's like that in real life. So yeah, it wasn't unexpected, but I suppose if you don't have a go, you never really know, do you? So
well, I know I've become local entertainment for this round.
well, your local entertainment every round was. So we appreciate that. It certainly keeps things lively. And we've got Ben Faulkner with us. Ben, 3 from 3 tonight.
Hello. Yeah, it's I was pretty lucky that Jake didn't show up. I was expecting it to be a close, hard race for the championship, but yeah, don't know where he got to.
He had to. Yeah, Jack actually.
He was working.
He was a bit like you last week. He had a job that he had to get done tonight. So unfortunate, but don't let that take anything away from your efforts tonight. You certainly made sure of it. And at one point I actually called on the broadcast that you've probably backed off and taken it easy, and that very same lap you set the fastest lap. So shows you what I know. Yeah, as a commentator, I'd probably make a good cleaner. Because I thought you would.
I was just glad to get through it because I've only got 2 monitors this race because one of them stopped working last week. So I'm just glad that I managed to avoid the walls a bit.
Well, we're probably lucky that you only have 2 monitors because safe to say it was a fairly comfortable 3 race wins tonight, which unofficially, of course, because I'll go through everything in the next day or so, but unofficially, I would suggest that's probably enough points to hand the championship over to you. So congratulations on that effort.
Thank you.
think Henry's put a message up that he can't make the commentary as he's lost his voice. I hope we find it again soon, Henry. But yeah, it will be interesting to see where that puts the minor placings. I'm not sure, to be honest, whether Henry closed the gap enough. But we'll find out when we get the points done. So yeah, congratulations to all the competitors for this series. It's been a bit of a fun series. The racing's been excellent. Some of the lowest incident counts I've ever seen. So kudos to all the competitors, and as I said, congratulations to Ben, Jack, and Henry, and of course even guys like Ben Singer, Glenn Boyd, Loshi. They're all still in the hunt. So depending on incidents, we'll see how it all ends up in the wash. But Ben Singer, any shout outs you want to send?
As always, to you, doing the broadcast and the organisers, it's been a fantastic season. Great racing. So yeah, congratulations to Ben, and looking forward to the next one.
No worries. And Ben, any shout outs?
The boys at Millenn Esports, Lewis Greathead Online Coaching, Ben Faulkner Media, Pace Wealth Fund, 27 Designs, Highway Setups. You boys for a great show. The boys racing for good racing. The quality of racing this season was awesome. And also a shout out to my dad because I think he's watching still.
Nice. Yeah, always got to include the important people. As Sean found out the other week when Sean forgot to thank his daughter and got told in no uncertain terms. So it's good to see that you have included your dad. Always needs to happen. On that note, I just want to send a shout out and a big thanks to Loshi, who's in the commentary team with us, Moz and Damo and Darren, of course, Darren Linus, for helping out with the race stewarding for this series, just keeping everybody under control. As I said, it's probably one of the cleanest series I've seen for a long time, and a lot of that is down to the instructions and directions that these boys give out on a race night. I think it's pretty clear and obvious to all and sundry of what's expected, and like I said, to the credit of all the drivers, they've certainly followed those instructions. And yeah, it's been a pleasure to put the series on and broadcast it. So everybody stay tuned. There may be something coming up again very shortly. I'm still working on a few ideas, so stay tuned on our Facebook page, and we'll let you know once we've finalised some details. But on that note, we will close our Wednesday night broadcast. We'll be back, of course, next Monday night for our Dark Horse Rumble. For those of you that haven't caught up with the Dark Horse Rumble on a Monday night, make sure you jump on the Dark Horse Rumble Facebook page or SimShack TV YouTube channel and check out last Monday night's racing. There was some fantastic racing, and I think it will only get better as the boys learn how to tame the Mustang. So yeah, if you're around Monday night, make sure you jump on at 7 p.m. Adelaide time and join us for the Dark Horse Rumble. Until then, everybody stay safe, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks, guys.